He was grumpy. He was too grumpy to eat. He was too grumpy to play. In fact, he was too grumpy to fly. Looks like I'm walking today, said Bird. Bird walked past Sheep. Good morning, Bird, said Sheep. What are you doing? Walking, said Bird. Nice, said Sheep. I'll keep you company. Bird walked past Rabbit. Hi there, Bird, said Rabbit. What are you doing? I'm walking, said Bird. It's no fun. I could use some exercise, said Rabbit. I'll walk too. Bird walked past Raccoon. Hey, Bird, said Raccoon. What are you doing? I'm walking, snapped Bird. What does it look like? It looks like fun, said Raccoon. I'm coming too. Bird walked past Beaver. Hello, Bird, said Beaver. What are you doing? Let me give you a hint, said Bird. You do it by placing one foot in front of the other. Walking? Yes, Beaver. I love walking. Bird walked past Fox. Good day, Bird, said Fox. What are you doing? Why does everyone want to know what I'm doing? Shouted Bird. I'm just walking, okay? Okay, said Fox. Let's go. Now Bird has a sheep, a fox, a raccoon, a beaver, and a rabbit following. Bird walked. The other animals walked. Bird stopped. The other animals stopped. Bird stood on one leg. The other animals stood on one leg. That seems like that would be very hard for a lot of them, especially if they walk on four legs. Bird jumped. The other animals jumped. Hey, this is fun, said Bird. Bird was very grumpy, but then his friends kept him company and played with him. That was fun. Come on, said Bird, who had forgotten all about being grumpy. Let's fly back to my nest for a snack. Now, Bird is flying. Look, all the other animals are flying too. That's what I love about a picture book. You can have anything happen, even an unexpected thing, like a rabbit, a sheep, a raccoon, a beaver, and a fox flying with a bird. And they did. Oh, talk about unexpected. The snack is a worm. I think the only one that wants that is Bird. Thought I'd end with a pretty silly one. It was Saturday because Ava's mother worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday was the day they cherished. Very important day for them. They can be together all day. On Saturdays, they zipped to the library for weekly story time. I like that. On Saturdays, they lounged in salon chairs and got new hairdos. That's fun. On Saturdays, they picnicked in the grass for a peaceful afternoon at the park. And on this Saturday, they would also ride the bus across town for a one-night only puppet show. That sounds like a very fun and full day. The day would be special. The day would be splendid. The day was Saturday. Eva and her mother could hardly wait. Very excited. I know that feeling when you just can't wait for something to happen. You're so excited. So, zoom, off they went. But when they reached the library, story time was canceled. Oh no, Ava cried. It's canceled? Wailed Ava's mother. That does happen. And sometimes I've had to cancel story time before, and I do not like to miss story time, but sometimes people get sick or they have something else they have to do. They paused, closed their eyes, and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So, zoom, off they went. They went to the hair salon and got their hair done. But as they left the salon, whoosh, oh no, car drove by and there must have been big puddles. They got splashed. Oh no, Ava sobbed. Our dues, boo-hooed Ava's mother. This day is not going the way they hoped for it. They paused, closed their eyes, and whew, let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So, zoom, off they went. They were going to go to the park next, but their peaceful afternoon at the park was loud. Oh no, Ava groaned. What did you say? It's too noisy, yelled her mother. Looks like a lot of people wanted to go to the park that day. I see people playing drums, someone singing, music and dancing, someone's painting, doing yoga, lots and lots of activity. And that all looks very fun, but if you were looking to quietly relax, maybe not so much. They paused, closed their eyes, and whoo, let out a deep breath. That's what they've been doing whenever they get frustrated. They're pausing, closing their eyes, and taking a deep breath. And sometimes that's a really good thing when we get frustrated to take a moment to just pause, take a breath, let the breath out, and think it over. Because sometimes we get frustrated, but we can make ourselves even more frustrated if we don't relax. That's something I work on all the time. And again, her mother is saying again, don't worry, Ava. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Oh, today will be ruined if we miss that bus. So zoom to the extra special one night only puppet show they went. It looks like they did not miss the bus. They almost did. Ah, we made it! Ava exclaimed as they arrived at the theater. Thank goodness, Ava's mother sighed in relief. Hooray for Saturday! They cheered. They made it to the theater. Whew. Something is going to go the way that they want it to. Tickets, chirped the lady at the door. Ava's mother reached into her purse, but the tickets weren't there. Oh no, she doesn't have the tickets for the puppet show. Oh no, Ava's mother gasped. I left our tickets on the table. As Ava watched, her mother crumbled. I've had it, she sighed. Story time was canceled. Our hair was ruined. The park was loud. And now we're missing the puppet show. I'm sorry, Ava. We looked forward to this all week, and I've messed up everything. I ruined Saturday. Oh, that's so sad. I don't think her mother ruined Saturday. She didn't make it noisy at the park, and she didn't splash them with water, and she didn't cancel story time. And everybody makes a mistake sometimes, and she forgot tickets. But I don't think she ruined Saturday. I wonder what Ava thinks. Her mother's so upset. Her mother really wanted to have a special day with Ava, her daughter. Ava was quiet for a moment. Then she closed her eyes and whoo, let out a deep breath, just like we were talking about. Don't worry, Mommy, Ava reassured her. Today was special. Today was splendid. Today was Saturdays are wonderful because I spend them with you. That's what makes the day special. So slowly, hand in hand, off they went. And when they reached their apartment door, Ava turned to her mother. She had an idea. What if we, Ava started, you know, we could, I think they both have the same idea of something fun that they can do at home. So they did. They made their own puppets and had their own puppet show. Looks like they used socks and paper and paint. What a beautiful day. That's the end. Gregory drew a lion in the sand. Hmm. What's his lion missing? You can
A
unmute and say
tail.
a tail. Yep. A sea lion? Dad asked. A sandy lion, Gregory said. Sandy needs a tail, said Dad. Gregory picked up a sturdy drawing stick. Don't go in the water and don't leave Sandy, Dad said. I won't, said Gregory. Dad sat down on the dolphin towel under the blue umbrella. It's a good idea if you go to the beach to know exactly where you are because it can kind of look the same. So he's noting his dad is under a blue umbrella with a dolphin towel, trying to be aware of his surroundings. Swoosh, swoosh. Gregory drew a tail. He did not go in the water, and he did not leave Sandy. Sandy's tail got longer until Gregory came to a purple jellyfish. He made a loop around the gooey blob, and so did Sandy's tail. Swish, swoosh. Gregory came to the mound of an old castle, washed smooth by the waves. He went up and over and down, and so did Sandy's tail. But Gregory did not go in the water, and he did not leave Sandy. Remember, that's what his dad told him. Don't leave Sandy and don't go into the water. Sandy's tail got longer until Gregory came to a horseshoe crab. I love the look on Gregory's face. He made a zigzag and then a zag around that old crab's pointer. Sandy's tail went zigzag too. Swish, swoosh. Gregory came to a giant hole. Gregory went up, went down, and up, and so did Sandy's tail. His face here reminds me of my brother-in-law when we took him to the ocean for the first time. He was probably 19 or 20 years old, and his eyes were big and wide like that. It's a pretty incredible thing to see the ocean for the first time. Sandy's tail got longer until Gregory saw a tiny ghost crab scurrying sideways into his dark round hole. Gregory went round and round the hole. Sandy's tail went round and round too. But Gregory did not go into the water, and he did not leave Sandy. You see the little crab behind Gregory's arm? Tiny little crab. He has not gone into the water, and Gregory has not left Sandy, but Gregory has traveled a good bit. Let's see. Swish. Gregory wrote his name. G-R-E-G. Greg. Maybe people call him Greg. Sandy's tail got longer. Suddenly, a wave snuck up onto the sand. It tickled Gregory's toes. Gregory jumped back and traced the lacy, wavy line. Sandy's tail made a wavy line too. But Gregory did not go into the water, and he did not leave Sandy. That will happen. Those waves will sneak up if you're close to them, for sure. Swish, swoosh. Sandy's tail got longer until Gregory came to a jetty. He heard a loud roar. Gregory looked up. A giant wave crashed on the rocks. The spray splashed Gregory. He turned around to look for Dad. Uh-oh. What now? Does anyone remember what color umbrella his dad is under?
Blue.
Blue. But I see lots of blue umbrellas. Do we remember what kind of towel he was on?
Dolphin.
A dolphin, that's right. So he has a couple of things to look for, and what else can he do? What could he follow back to his dad?
Is the lion's tail.
A lion's tail. That's right. As long as it hasn't been washed away, right? He better hurry up. And you're right, that's exactly what he's going to do. Swish, swish. Gregory followed Sandy's tail. He followed the wavy line. Swish, swoosh. He traced his nickname backward. G-E-R-G. He went around the deep, dark ghost crab hole. Swish, swoosh. He went down into the giant hole and up again. Zag and then zig. He went around the horseshoe crab's pointer. Uh-oh. Gregory looked down the beach. No Sandy. No Dad on the dolphin towel. Under the blue umbrella. But Gregory saw the mound of the old castle, washed smooth by waves. Swish, swoosh. He's just not quite there yet. He's got a little ways to go back to his dad. He went up and over and down, and there was Sandy's tail. He found it again. Maybe the water did wash away part of it. He went up and down. Oh, he went up and over and down, and there was Sandy's tail in a loop around the gooey purple jellyfish. I think that was one of the first things he saw, wasn't it? He must be getting close to his dad. Swish, swoosh. Gregory followed the loop, and then he came to Sandy. Uh-oh. Part of Sandy did get washed away by the waves. Gregory looked up. There was the blue umbrella. There was the dolphin towel. And Dad waved. Sandy has a long tail, he said. I didn't go in the water, Gregory said. But Sandy got wet, he added. Dad held Gregory's hand. Let's get wet too. They're going to go into the water together. Gregory maybe cannot swim or is not old enough to go into the water by himself. They're going to go in the water together.